5th and 6th grade, it's good to see you again. I'm coming at you with part 2 of your language review video. Again, 5th grade, you have your language exam, I believe, tomorrow. So this is going to be a really good resource for you to use. In 6th grade, I think this is just a good thing for you to review because you will have that coming up in a couple of weeks. And last time we left off with talking about the different types of sentences, the different parts of speech. And we're going to go on today to some more grammar rules. So let's go ahead and look at some capitalization rules. These are things that you do need to capitalize. Do capitalize proper nouns. Those are specific people or a specific place, maybe a geographical region, one of your relatives' names, like Aunt Sally, places like Georgia, China, specific rivers, bodies of water, the Mississippi River, or even the name of a specific restaurant on Olive Garden. You also need to capitalize titles, and that is an example of that would be like a person's military rank or their occupation. And the examples I have down here are things like Dr. Stevens or Captain Smith. That is their title. They have earned it, and it's kind of like a symbol of respect to capitalize it. Another thing that you need to capitalize is proper adjectives. Those are specific describing words like American, French, Jewish, and also always remember to capitalize your days of the week, months of the year, and specific holidays. Now, there's some things that you don't need to capitalize, and it can be kind of tricky because you feel like, oh, I really need to capitalize that, but don't do it. Don't capitalize your seasons, like spring, summer. You do capitalize your months and specific holidays in that month, but not the season. So not like spring, summer, fall, don't capitalize those. Also, if a word follows a possessive noun, don't capitalize it. Now, maybe you have an aunt that you call Aunt Judy or something like that, and you call her that, capitalize that. But if you said my aunt, that's not something you need to capitalize because it's following a possessive pronoun. And also just don't capitalize non-proper nouns. Things that are not specific, like girl or desk or high school. A specific high school, yes. But if it's not specific, if it's just that noun, don't capitalize it. Also, we need to go over some quotation rules because I believe there's a section 5th grade for you on the test about this. You need to capitalize the first letter after a direct quotation begins. I have a little example here that says, Chelsea then stated, ice cream is my favorite dessert, and that's mine too. But look here, see when the quote starts, I capitalize the I right here because when you start a direct quotation, you need to capitalize it. Also, unless a question is being asked, something is being exclaimed, or the quotation is at the end of the sentence, always use a comma. All right, look at this quotation. I wonder if Dad will take me to get ice cream after school, Chelsea inquired. Okay, see right here we have a question mark, and that is because we have this little key word right here that says inquired. That's giving us the hint like, hey, this is a question. You need to add a question mark. And so instead of a comma, we have a question mark right here. But look at this example. I don't think we can go today, her little brother replied. All right, see right here, and I actually have a little typo right there. I wonder if any of you guys caught that. We can go today. That does not make sense, Mrs. Hamby. I don't know what I was thinking. But look right here, comma, because nothing's being asked, nothing's being exclaimed, and it's not at the end of the sentence. So we have a comma right here. All right, moving on from my typo. You do need to use a comma when you are writing a date, like November 21st, 1997. That's my little brother's birthday, by the way. Making a direct address. No, Tommy, you may not have pie. You are directly addressing that person, so you need to use a comma. And also when you're giving a location or an address, like Charlotte, North Carolina, you need to use commas all of those times. All right, moving on to the final thing. Not my favorite thing, but just bear with me here, okay? Singular and plural possessive. And I just made this little chart for you guys that maybe it will help you out. Pause the video, you can write it down. Maybe it'll help you when you do your test. Okay, so when a word is singular, it's just the word, like cat or Thomas, right? Just the word. Now a singular possessive is showing possession, so you add an apostrophe S or an S apostrophe S if that word already ends in an S. And this is where it gets kind of tricky. So you have cats, C-A-T apostrophe S, and Thomas's. He already has an S at the end of his name, so he gets an apostrophe S. He's just special, okay? Now for plural, what you do is add an S or an ES. Now for cat, you just add the S, C-A-T-S, cats, okay? Now Thomas, maybe their last name is Thomas, and you're like, let's go to the Thomas's house, or all the Thomases. I don't think that was correct, but look at all the Thomases over there. Plural Thomases, okay? So T-H-O-M-A-S-E-S. So you add that E-S at the end. I know it looks strange, but that's the way you do it. So for a plural possessive, you add an S and then an apostrophe. So you have C-A-T-S apostrophe for cats, and then Thomas's with the E-S and then the apostrophe after the S. That can be extremely tricky, but it's something that you just have to memorize, get in there and study, write this chart down if it will help you, and just try your best to study and memorize it. Guys, I wish you all the best with your exam tomorrow, and maybe we can even possibly go over some examples of that exam. I miss you guys. Goodbye.